Okay, so we're going to jump into a Saturday grid to wind down today. And to wind down today, I have two of these lovely amber creatures. They're called Rosatto and Prosecco cocktails. I'm sure they have any number of names assigned to them depending on where you get it. But this one's fabulous, and this one's for my Shotzi.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. See, she's back there, like Charlie. There she is, like Charlie and Charlie's Angels.
Just the voice.
Just the voice. Nothing more. So, yeah, that's just good stuff. I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you are. That's good stuff. Okay, let's jump into our grid. I mean, it is a beautiful Bavarian day today. We went to a sauna in a little town between here and Regensburg, and it was beautiful. It's like we got to rent out the whole place to ourselves for like 60 euros. It's amazing. So maybe $65 US, or approximately £1 sterling in England. You know, is probably the valuation. You know the difference there. We really enjoyed our time there. Just had the whole sauna to ourselves, and a salt room, basically. Very interesting. All together, just very, very fun to get there and knock that out. But it's just a beautiful day here. Went out this morning early, crisp air. It feels like fall in, I'm assuming, the northeastern United States. It's gorgeous. It's football weather. And here we are almost to the end of February. And pretty soon, on March the 1st, every newscaster in the United States of America is going to begin their broadcast with, "Can you believe it's March already?" So it's, what's going to happen. So let's just be ready for it. Okay, so why don't we jump into this grid here? We've got a Rebecca Goldstein and Raphael Musa, and of course edited by Will Schwartz, and this is February 24th in the Common Era of the second millennium, February 24th. And let's get into this grid now. So, blank Gene Covey, protagonist of Jenny Han's To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I don't know for certain, like a Kara or a Lara. Just moving on. In time. Oh gosh, okay. Be one of these days. State. 4 letters for state. And, so obviously we can't voice. That would be 5. I'm going to go with a vowel. We'll just avow that. In the other sense, a state is in a country or... no, I don't know. I don't see it. Big move for short. If it's a Kara or a Lara, and I've never read... To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I mean, it just doesn't sound like the kind of title that would fit well with me. Let's see. Basketball players cry when fouled on the shot. I think that's and 1. I think. So this is aiming out to be like it is a Kara or a Lara or something like that. So let's see. Big move starting with an R, but for short. So maybe that's a relo. Maybe that's a relo. And I don't know if it's a Kara, Lara, or Mara. I don't know. In time is looking like eventually, with 2 L's and a Y. Let's see. Period before sunset with ideal lighting for photography. Well, as I started my career as an art director at a small advertising agency in North Texas, I can tell you that is the golden hour. I can also tell you that as a 19, 20-year-old kid working on photo shoots and having just gone to bed at probably at 2 a.m., I did not appreciate the golden hour back then. Now I'm up every day at 4:30 anyway. It doesn't make any difference. So I think staying power is legs, and it's Lara. Did I even say Lara, or was I saying Kara and Mara? I don't know, but Lara. So it looks like staying power is legs, and faint reactions are probably going to be swoons. You should see me. When I get out of the shower and I have nothing on but a towel, I tell Jerry Lynn, I say, you need to sit down on your fainting couch. before you swoon down and bust your head open, because rock solid here. 10 down participant. No idea what 10 down or 12 down is. Let's see what we got. Landlord's concern. Well, I'm going to go with this as being a tenant. I have no idea what their concern is. I'm sure it's probably something to do with the rent, right? Takes the lead in a team project. Is probably runs point. So exciting. What? Has a great voice. Great voice. Grate. Maybe I need some more Rosatto. Refreshing. It tastes pink. Has a great voice. I'm going to go with rasps. Rasps. And what is this again? So exciting. I mean, really? Is that, I mean, is that exciting? And I don't know. Opening's probably a slot, you think? A hybrid fruit akin to an apium. That's a, what is that? Those are called pluots? Seen them. They look like, I can't remember. We bought them with like dragon fruit or something once or something. Pluots? Is it a pluot?
That's a little plum thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like a little plum. Pluots. I remember seeing it. I bought one like HEB or something back when we were in Texas. Dark grape variety is a Syrah. One of my favorite varieties from South America, specifically a Chilean Syrah, and I really do love the Australian Syrahs. Nice, dry, full-bodied, beautiful. Pink-headed mushrooms in Mario games, and those are, I think, toadettes. Toadette. So, I think, did not play Mario, but my sister and my father did all the time. Perfume named after a rock star or a pop star, and that's, I know this, it's like Riri or something, or Kiki, or I don't know. Marathon markers of sorts. Is this a B here? Unbeatable. The B. Okay, maybe that's the best. What I'm trying to do, I've run my fair share of marathons, and there's one coming up in the summer here in Bavaria that I plan on doing. And then you always get a race bib or a runner's bib. You tack it onto your shirt, and it feels great at first until your shirt starts rubbing your actual, tender parts that if I were a female, you could maybe even, produce food from. And then you just have a bloody mess. And so I always think of that as race bibs. So it's just race bibs, but that could very well be race. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be bibs. And to check that, got a fly catcher. And person who's left for short would be a Dem. Though I know a lot of Democrats who are not left necessarily. If I were solving downs only and didn't have any crosses to go with, and I didn't have that DE there, I probably would have put in an LIB, like a lib, not a Dem. There's a lot of middle of the road. Well, Joe Manchin. I mean, need I say one more? Is he to the left? I don't think so. Maybe by West Virginia standards, but certainly not by my standards. I live on the left. I breathe the left. I can't even imagine. So, perfume named after a rock star. I don't know. But, see, marathon, I'm just going to go with race bibs. I don't know why I'm sitting here fighting myself on it. I put in all kinds of other crap on the lark. Why don't I put that in? It's like Riri or something. I mean, I'm kind of into, this kind of thing. I don't know anything who that pop star is, though. I really feel awful. But I know who Tay-Tay is. I'm right here, him. I'm right here, Try that. Disclaimer before an uncomfortable question. What do you think, Shotzi? That looks kind of like it's going to be, I hate to ask. But you have an extra $10,000?
Yeah.
I hate to ask. So, landlord's concerned. Looks like it's going to be something to do with the rent. Flycatcher, okay, so a fly ball is a mitt, and landlord's concern, I guess, is a rent strike. I know that those take place. 999,000 something or other. Oh, that was from Rent. Sorry. I don't even remember what it was. What was the number on it? I can't even remember the number anymore in that musical. I know. My daughter, the teacher, the master educator, the Broadway musical lover, and I thought I was. She got that from me, and she's just taking it to whole new levels. Let's go of cans. All right, that person got 86th. That's what happened there. And what do we have here? A winner of Wimbledon 5 consecutive times between Ashe and McEnroe. Well, that would be Borg. Yeah, it was 5 times. It was like from 77 to 82 or something like that. But he was killing it. And I'm a big tennis fan anyway. So, adjective that when its lone vowel is doubled becomes an advocacy organization. So, coast is to sail. Its influences include the Cuban mambo and Jamaican mento, and that is of course ska. And this is obviously an adjective, being glad. And if this past tense made a sound with the flute, yes, that is. And I actually know what that is. That is clinked, we should say, with our glasses. Clink. Cin-Cin. I knew it as soon as I saw the KED. So let's get that clinked in there. And then let's go address this down here, GLAD. Okay, so the GLAAD is the advocacy organization. So, all right, that makes sense. That was a clever clue. First one yet. Things that might hurt you to the core. No idea. Love scene. No idea. Well, you take love out of it as in the normal usage and you apply it to the sport of tennis. I guess it could be tennis. Okay. The cab's here. I think that's like a Napa Valley. Be reasonable. That's so kind. Aw. Aw. Feline hybrids. These are these tide gods, I think. Or like Napoleon Dynamite's Liger. And I guess, oh, that's so kind. It's probably, gee. Gee. Cop 2 looks like it might be owned. What is up? You're not giving us any really good, challenging Saturdays these days. Lieberman, former WNBA player and coach known as Lady Magic. That is Nancy. Nancy. Still learning, maybe new at. So now we have fashion items that may be a bit steep, and I know Shotzi wears them every day, sometimes just to walk on my back. Her stilettos.
Better be quiet.
She doesn't own a pair of stilettos, I don't think. Maybe she does. She's got a lot of shoes. I'm married to Melda Marcos. Yeah, we do like shoes. I mean, I say this crap. I think I have as many shoes, so it's ridiculous. Well, it may be half as many. So it looks like our love scene is going to be tennis. Didn't see that one coming. Big brand of coolers, Yeti. Just got to have a set of truck nuts to go with them. Things that might hurt you to the core. Looks like it's going to be sit-ups. Sit-ups. I was an Army officer once. I held a commission. That right there behind me in that corner, that's my commissioning saber. I wore it in uniform and not once. Had to have it, though. Had to have it. $2,500. Had to have it. But we did open a bottle of champagne with it, a la Napoleon. So that was kind of fun. Tough work schedule, don't know yet. And who knows? Let's see. Yanks, maybe tugs on. Tugs at, maybe. It could be an at. Let's see. Two steps ahead of you. Sight on a Hawaiian lava flow. Well, we just had this clue the other day. That is, of course, that goose called the nene. Oversupply, don't know idea. But tough work schedule. Look like it could be nights, right? Nights? Could be nights. Those are tough. Noodles sometimes eaten with a mint suyu sauce. And this is, of course, soba. We used to have yaki soba in officer candidate school. A long, long time ago when I was young and beautiful. And you know what? We had a guy named Silva in our program going through. He washed out, I think. I don't think he made it. But we would always say, oh, we're having yakisoba. That probably sounds pretty good to yakisoba. Just worked. And he was from Portugal. His English wasn't that great. I don't really know if he even knew what he was doing there. Okay, what requires a charge to use in two senses? Phone. I guess maybe a smartphone? Yeah, old yakisoba. He didn't like to shower. He was yucky. University overlooking the Hudson River, and that's RPI. I don't even know what RPI stands for. I've been doing crosswords for years, and like if NYU didn't fit, you know, or if it was a 4-letter one, you know, it would be State University of New York, SUNY. But if it was 3 letters and NYU didn't fit, then I just started to realize, oh, it's RPI, whatever that means. I don't even have idea what an RPI is. It was obviously a university overlooking the Hudson River, but I don't know anything about it. What may go to waste? No. What waste may go to? Well, we've got one of these. We just got one. It's called, it's an old trash can, but it's a compost bin. You know, we're kind of trying to do the right thing by our foods. Let's see, 2 steps ahead of you on it. And let's see, oversupplies to sate. Yes, I like that. Asian honorific. This looks like it's going to be the llama, as in Dolly. And Tony and Grammy winner Mitchell. Isn't this Anais opera about an opera singer? Yes, this would be Tosca. And I do believe that's that. So that's Anais. And then Who Says? Reposts. So, well, as a fencer in a former life, that is when I respond to an attack. It's a defensive move that I make, and then I go in for the offense, and that's called a repost. But this is probably more in the rhetoric realm. So I don't know. We'll see what we got when we get down there. But this is obviously going to be, it looks like it's going to be plural, or so we're going to have an S at the end here, repost. So who says with an S? Oh, Simon didn't say. Okay, cook for Easter. No idea. What is this here? Marble. Marble, for example, is an orb. An orb. And reposts look like, if this is an R going down, lion, pride, rhino crash, which is one of my favorite units of measure, is a crash of rhinos, because it just sounds like what they would do anyway. You know, like lions could crash too, I suppose. I mean, pretty big, powerful animals, but rhino, that's like a tank. So I think since we have an R there, reposts would be retorts. And cook for Easter, maybe hard boil. Maybe we're hard boiling today because it's Easter. Maybe it's not hark boil, it's hard boil. Maybe you want to replace that C with a D. Goodness. I say, tennis, anyone? And no. Take, no. Small tips, maybe ones. Emphatic assent. So yes. How about oh God yes? Oh God yes. So, like, please don't let this be ergo again. Cousin of a Mariposa lily? No, that's a sago. Okay. I took a graduate course at Texas Christian University when I was working on my first master's in botany. I got really bored with it. So my wife did most of it for me. But I had to take the test. So it really made no difference.
You were in Iraq.
Oh, I was in Iraq. Maybe that helped.
You recall correctly.
It's true, I was in Iraq. Okay, good point, sweetheart. I mean, I forget these things. The military, it was just a part of my life.
I know it.
But anyway, we got all of our plant knowledge from that one graduate course.
Pretty sure.
Fast X actor John. You know, and I can say this again, I have never seen a single Fast and the Furious. I don't know what that is. I've probably seen every art flick ever made, but I've never seen Fast and Furious. I don't plan on ever seeing it. But I think this is Cena. If I hope I'm even saying that right. It's not China or something, but let's see. Be reasonable. Come now. Come now. Org that regulates fertilizers is, of course, the EPA. That's some pretty nasty stuff. Lots of nitrites and stuff you can blow up a building with. Time of year for hunting would be open season. And I haven't been hunting in years, it seems. I don't think I'm going to. Take note. And, oh my gosh, I hope we didn't get anything wrong. It'd be so nice to get through this thing in less than 20 minutes and having a lot to say. Price to pay, say. That would be the market rate, I think. And so if I'm really getting nervous, I feel like I fat fingered something somewhere. How do we do, Bob? There's a delay with the music, and I don't know what that's all about. Anyway. Well, thank you, baby. So for being a real gas bag here, a blowhard all the way through it, and really, really enjoying my pink drink. Yeah, 1820, that's not bad. 1827 is good. I'd rather take a leisurely route than try to just go flying through them. It's not a competition. It's not. It's just enjoying words, history, literature, topical stuff, entertainment, you know, botany, you name it, right? You know, classifications. It's just knowing stuff or remembering it from a crossword like RPI or Sena. I can tell you all about tennis, but I can't tell you anything about the Fast and the Furious, but it is just fun. So, as always, I want to pull this up real quick to see. Yeah, okay, we're good on time. But I wanted to say, as always, just remember, learn it in every language you possibly can so that you can just spit out at random, any from places. You just say, Auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, adios, aloha, ciao, shalom, masalamati, annyeonghaseyo, and then see you next time. Gesundheit. All right. Y'all be careful. See you on Monday. Sunday's no bueno. If you see me on a Sunday, I got bored. All right, bye.